What's going on, everybody? Russell Clay here for another video. Today I'm going to be talking about middle bets in sports betting. This is a valuable thing that has been profitable for me over the last couple of months. I'm a staff writer over at fantasyguru.com. Mainly I focus on fantasy football and season-long dynasty leagues. Today we're going to be focusing on something a little different, but I think it's going to be valuable, and I hope it provides some value to you. If you like this video and find any of it valuable, please subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, maybe throw a comment in there, what middle bets you're going to be betting today. So thank you all for checking this out, and let's get into it. All right, let's take a look at what a middle bet is. For those that are new to sports betting and maybe don't understand all the terminology, there's a lot of data out there and articles out there on what odds are, what spreads are, what bet stakes are. So we're not going to go through all of that today. I trust that you guys can do your research on that. But for those that are sports bettors, I'm going to take a look at one middle bet for today. And it's not a perfect example, but it's the one we have for today. So I'm going to take a look at Calvin Ridley's 2023 receiving yards prop. And what is a middle bet? A middle bet is when there is a middle ground of yardage or, pitcher strikeouts or total points in a game or passing yards where both sides of the bet are going to win. And so as you can see, we're taking a look at two different sports books. Now, first of all, why would this happen? So in Arizona, there's 18 there was 18 different sports books that were live. Those have slowly been dwindling as the years have gone along. But for this video purposes, we have FanDuel and we have DraftKings. And as you can see, we're looking at Calvin Ridley's receiving yardage prop on both sports books. As you can see, on FanDuel, his receiving yards total is 825 yards, and on DraftKings, it's 900. So that doesn't make a lot of sense from a why would they have two different numbers? But all these sports books have different algorithms. They have different models, and they come out with different numbers to get the most money. And so these sports books are in competition with each other. That's basically the way it's been explained to me. And that's why you're going to see different odds at different sports books. Now, these numbers have been out for weeks, and there's no line movement really on these. Maybe we see some towards the beginning of the year. But for today's purposes, we're going to take a look at this. All right, so how are we going to do this, right? What is a middle bet? So as you can see, the over here for Calvin Ridley receiving yards is 825. So we're going to go put 825 in here, 825, and the odds are minus 112. Minus 112. And what's our stake? Let's pretend we're betting $50. All right, so we're going to come over to DraftKings. We got 900, and we got under minus 110. So that's 900 yards, right? So then it was minus 110, and let's say $50 here. Calculate. All right, so as you can see, what we're looking at here is a bunch of different numbers. So basically, we've bet $100 total dollars, and we really don't have much risk at all. We're basically risking $5. And if we can hit any of these receiving yards in this 75-yard window, so 825 to 900, we're going to win a pretty significant ROI here. And if, we do hit 826 to 899, we're going to win both bets. And that's the point of a middle bet, that there is a chance that you're going to win both sides of the bet. And so, for those that don't have a big bankroll or those that are sort of just kind of grinding and trying to make a profit, these are fun, high upside bets that aren't really risky. And so, with these odds, this actually isn't a full-on middle bet. The theory on when you'd actually make a middle bet is when, there's plus money on both sides of the coin. So, obviously that's minus 112 there. But let's say this is plus 110 on the other side here. So plus 110, I guess, minus, okay, we'll say plus 110, right? So, as you can see, there is now plus money on one side of this. So actually there's only one way you can lose, which is if there's, if it's less than 824 yards. And so this would probably be pretty rare, but it does happen. So say there's plus money on both sides of this bet. Say this was, the over was plus 110 and the under was plus 110, then you're looking at a winning bet no matter what happens. And this is pretty rare. Let's put this at plus 100, right? Because this is usually what a middle bet's going to look like. You have two sides that, you're basically going to break even if it's on the other side. But if it hits in the middle here, this is the juice you're looking for. And this allows you to bet much more than you would normally with your unit size. So if your unit size is like $20, but you have, there's no risk here, you could bet, 10, 20 units with your money. Now, I probably wouldn't suggest this for season-long bets, but if there's a bet today, say a baseball K-prop or a money line bet that is plus money on both sides, well, maybe not a money line bet, but K-prop. Say there's a K-prop. 4.5 Ks here. 5.5 Ks. So under 5.5 Ks here, under 4.5 K or over 4.5 Ks here. You're betting way more. You have no risk if it's less than 4. You have no risk if it's more than 6. But if it does hit exactly 5, you're gonna win both sides of this bet and come out looking really, really good for your bankroll. So I just wanted to throw that out there. This has been a learning experience for me the last couple years. I was not a sports bettor before it became, I played DFS and stuff, and obviously play a ton of fantasy football. But I've been learning all about this last couple years, and I think this stuff is really valuable and really what can make you a profitable bettor rather than just betting one side of everything all the time. It's really, really difficult just to be betting one side of things all the time. So hopefully this information is valuable to you. If you found it valuable, please give this video a like and also subscribe to the channel. And thank you for tuning in, and I will see you guys next time. One thing I actually wanted to add here is that, sometimes middle bets aren't always the best route. From my perspective, going back to this Ridley middle bet, I actually think it's going way over 900. So if I have Ridley projected for 1,000 yards, then I don't necessarily want to be doing a middle bet here because I don't think it's going under 900. So in a lot of circumstances, the value is just going to be on one side of the bet. So for this one in particular, I'm just putting, I'm betting the over. I just wanted to use this as an example for today. But, clearly if you're not as high on Ridley as I am and you want to just bet that middle bet, not worry about the actual projection, and maybe he gets injured in week 14 and you hit right in the middle there. But for me, I'm just going to be betting this 825 number. And also you probably don't want to be doing middle bets on, seasonal receiving yard props that are going to be locked up for 6 months. I just wanted to use this as an example of what we're looking at today. But the point is, sometimes there's going to be bets on one side or the other that are way more profitable, which I think 825.5 is. But that is the concept of a middle bet. So just throwing that out there.